Hey yo guys, what's up and welcome back to Toe Tags Metal Reviews, and today we're checking out the brand new releases from CORPSEGRINDER, ALLEGAEON, HAMMERFALL, and Blood Incantation. Alright, so 4 pretty cool releases today. I listened to 3 of them, TV Fish listened to 3 of them. The one we had different was he listened to HAMMERFALL and I didn't, and I listened to Blood Incantation and he didn't. So I'm going to start with Blood Incantation, and don't waste your time. It's an ambient album. I did not know this. For anybody that doesn't know what that means, it's 40 minutes of noise. Just ambient noise, something to just relax to, maybe do some yoga, some meditating, sleep, whatever you want to do, but it's 40 minutes of that. To me, completely pointless. I hated it. Don't care. If it's something that you might be into, check it out. It's called Time Wave Zero. But yeah, for me it was a waste of time.
Not a metal album.
Not a metal album. So yeah, scratch that off the list. We're probably not even gonna put it in the thumbnail. Fuck that shit. And with that, I guess I'll pass the floor to you. Tell us what HAMMERFALL was like.
HAMMERFALL.
What was the album called, by the way?
Hammer of Dawn.
Hammer of Dawn.
And, you know, I kind of felt a similar case with this album that I did with the new Saxon album that came out not too long ago, in that it's like, wow, this band has been around for a while. They're still doing the same kind of deal that they've always been doing.
Yep.
But it sounds good. It's just straight up like, yeah, this is enjoyable classic power metal. And that's just straight up. That's just what
you'd
it is.
expect.
It's what you'd expect from this band, but it's still good and the quality's still there. It's not like the band is a shadow of its former self by any means. It's just a good classic power metal album, and that's all there really is.
Worth checking out?
I'd say so. It's a fun album.
I'll give it a listen when I get a chance for sure.
Good one.
So what do you want to talk about first? CORPSEGRINDER or ALLEGAEON Damnum?
I guess we could talk about CORPSEGRINDER, his self-titled album, solo album, first solo self-titled solo album.
Solo debut.
And the big question, I guess, for a lot of people regarding this is, does it sound like Cannibal Corpse? Because a lot of people are thinking, oh, it's the CORPSEGRINDER voice, you know what, it's death metal. My answer is no. I don't think this sounds like Cannibal Corpse. If you wanted to make a comparison, and we talked about this a little bit earlier today before recording, is that maybe it could sound a little bit like modern Cannibal Corpse. However, I think the way that these riffs go don't really sound like the riffs you'd expect from Cannibal Corpse, and I feel like they do more stuff than you usually hear from Cannibal Corpse, and I like that, because that means we're getting CORPSEGRINDER death metal, but just more kinds of riffs that you wouldn't normally hear him sing to, and that's really cool. I kind of feel with this album similar that I did to the Immolation album that came out not too long ago. Last week. And it is just a straight up death metal album, good riffs. That's just kind of what it is, you know? However, death is the only key. That hits you really hard in the face like a sack of bricks. That song came on and just flattened me like, oh my god, this one's nasty. But overall, yeah, just strong death metal riffs with CORPSEGRINDER's voice.
Yeah, pretty much everything I said I agree with. Does it sound like Cannibal Corpse? No, but there are parallels there. Obviously, you're going to be able to draw those similarities, of course, because CORPSEGRINDER's on it. But yeah, I love this album. This was really, really solid. If I had to say, I'd probably say I like this better than any recent Cannibal Corpse that's come out. Some highlight tracks. The first track, Acid Vat, has this really cool groove in the chorus. The ending breakdown is just super heavy. Devour the Souls is a sick song. It's got this death metal bounce that just, you know, it's the slow bounce, that cool slow headbang, stank bass type of shit. Death is the only key, which TV Fish just mentioned. Another banger when he screams, I decide when it's your funeral. That's just brutal as fuck. I love that shit. And another song that's just nasty and badass is All Souls Get Torn. Not to take anything away from the rest of the tracks, because I found every track on this album had something that made me go, wow, this is sick. It's definitely something I'm going to give more time to when I get a chance. I think it's a great first solo attempt from CORPSEGRINDER, and I really expected nothing less. It's basically what I expected, and maybe more. So I was actually pretty impressed. I enjoyed it a lot. It's only 31 minutes long. That's probably the biggest downfall. That's short, but short and sweet.
So, Damnum. I think it's Damnum. I think that...
I would say Damnum.
Damnum.
Yeah.
You know an album's good when its title is all caps.
Yeah,
okay?
for real.
you open it in Spotify like, oh shit, it's all caps. Like, this is
you want to yell
business. And to be honest, I didn't get a chance to listen to the entirety of any of the albums that I've talked about today, which is unfortunate, of course, but Damnum, from what I have heard, blew my fucking mind. Both the singles, which we reacted to, are still amazing. Love them both. In like, I think the song right after the singles, To Carry My Grief Through Topper, and Silence, there's this amazing bass solo, really pretty bass solo with a ridiculous guitar solo right after. Overall, the sound, like the melodic nature of this album was kind of reminding me of Scar Symmetry, which is a really good thing because I love Scar Symmetry a lot. So I'm getting that kind of vibe from it, thinking like, wow, and I'm like, has Allegiant always sounded like this? I don't think they have.
I've been saying that for a while now. I think this band has evolved. I see the Scar Symmetry similarities. I definitely agree. I hear Rivers of Nile similarities in here, and we're just using references from our own perspectives, right? So let me just rewind a little bit and put my thoughts into perspective. When Into Embers came out last year, it was the first single they dropped. That was my track of the year for 2021. And I was blown away by it. Immediately got mad hype for Damnum. Then they released Of Beasts and Worms, and I thought that was another great track, and I was like, holy crap, this became my most hyped album of the year. I listened to it 2.5 times today, and I'm not disappointed at all. This album delivers on every front that I could possibly list, and I'm with TV Fish on this. Has this band always sounded like this? There's so many elements here, and our knowledge of this band is probably pretty limited in scope, because we reviewed Apoptosis like 3 years ago, 2 years ago when it came out. And we both really liked the album, but that was it. We didn't go back and listen to the old stuff much. We don't know much of the rest of their sound or whatever. This sounds like a different band. It sounds like an evolution of a band that took a bunch of steps up. And maybe we're just remembering wrong, but there's a lot of clean vocals in here, which I don't remember before. There's a lot of really progressive stuff in here, which I don't remember before. There's a lot of really melancholic, somber, slow kind of, very soft kind of stuff in this album that I don't remember them doing before.
Yeah, I mean, they are a prog band. That is what they do, but I don't remember there being nearly as much emotion in their sound. Like I said, it's been a while since either of us have checked out Apoptosis, which was a good record if I recall correctly, but I don't remember them sounding like this on that record. And there's no problem with that. That means this band has evolved. That means there's something new from Allegiant, and it's amazing. Like, blew my mind from what I heard. Like, I'm really looking forward to listening.
You haven't even heard the whole thing.
I haven't even heard the whole thing yet, and I love it.
So let me just talk about a couple highlight tracks, other than the singles, because they're both highlight tracks as well. But you mentioned To Carry My Grief Through Torpor and Silence. Great song, great solo, like you mentioned. Vermin has this great build-up to it. Gets fucking rad. Just a standout track. Called Home was a song that I kept looking at the track name every time it was playing. So it's 7 minutes long. It's one of those ones. Starts out very somber, melancholic, and it starts taking on this ride. The drums are super heavy. They're like pounding on the floor toms. It almost sounds orchestral in style. Just really powerful, really grand. Just really awesome. But then there's the Dopamine Void Part 1 and the Dopamine Void Part 2. These songs are connected, obviously. Part 1 is more of like an intro, like an interlude, but it's got this super sweet guitar tone. Dopamine Part 2, or Dopamine Void Part 2, is just a sick song. I listened to these like a couple times, and I'm already blown away. In Morning is another interlude, but it's this beautiful acoustic interlude. I'm just like, these guys pulled out all the stops, held no punches. The guitar tones, the riffs, the drums, the vocal range, everything on this album that I've heard so far has blown my fucking mind.
Yeah, I mean,
I am not, most anticipated album so far, not disappointed at all as far as today goes.
Yeah, and once again, I haven't even heard the whole thing. So, I mean, as far as what we're going to review next week, that's what we're going to do. We're doing Damnum. 100% Damnum is going to be the album we review next week. And that's all we got for you guys today. Remember to like this video if you liked it. Tell us in the comments below, what do you think of Damnum or the other albums that released today? We love to hear what you guys have to say. I'm TV Fish.
And I'm Bile Self.
And keep the horns up.